Moving is never easy, but how does it work when you're ready to buy a new house, but you already own a house? The logistics of selling and buying simultaneously can make anyone's head spin. According to the National Association of Realtors, 71% of repeat home buyers own their previous residences. It happens all the time. So here are my top 5 tips to survive this juggling act. Tip number 1, prioritize your must-haves. If you're going through the pain of moving, let's make sure you are getting most, if not everything, you want in a new home. I'm working with a lot of clients who are upsizing. They just need some more space for their families, and a top priority is usually a large great room and a specific number of bedrooms. Also, having a bonus room or a school room is becoming more and more popular. Are you working from home? Let's get you a home office. Do you need the bigger backyard? Let's make sure that lot size is a factor in our search. I ask my clients to prioritize their list because usually you do not get everything that you want. So let's make sure you get as much as possible. Tip number 2, don't go it alone. Talk to a realtor about what you will be making by selling your home. A realtor will want to come see your house and then do a competitive market analysis, also known as a CMA. A CMA will give you an estimate of what your home will sell for in the current market conditions. Yes, you can always look at your Z estimate on Zillow, but Zillow is using an algorithm to generate a price per square foot. Having a warm body look at comparables and then adjust up and down based on upgrades and features is going to give you a much better idea of your home's market value. Once the realtor has done the CMA and run a seller's net sheet, you will have an approximation of how much money you're going to walk away with after selling your home. Once that step is complete, it's time to talk to a lender about what you now qualify for with your purchase. The lender will have you do a loan application in order to write you a pre-approval letter, which you're going to need to attach to any offer that you're writing. Tip number 3, understand the home sale contingency setback. When you're using a loan to purchase a house and you need the funds from selling one house in order to qualify for the down payment for the next house, here in Washington State, we would use a buyer sale of property contingency, so that if the sale of your home failed, then you would not be obligated to complete the purchase of your new home. How would you? You just lost your deal. If we are shopping for a new home for you, typically your house is not on the market until we get you under contract for your purchase. The default is 5 days from mutual acceptance for the buyer to put their home on the multiple listing service, also known as the MLS. Getting under contract for a new home before selling your home is the safest route, but it's also the longest. Patience is required if this is the route that you're going to take. Sellers prefer buyers who do not have a house to sell. It's simple. I do have a couple of workarounds to make your offer much more appealing if you want to go in this direction, but overall, it is less appealing to a seller than a buyer who does not have a buyer sale of property contingency. One thing I always recommend is to put together the marketing package for selling your house before we even start shopping for a new home, so that when we submit an offer, we can also show the seller how gorgeous and easy to sell your house is going to be. An important thing to note here is that if the seller has accepted your offer and it's contingent upon the sale of your home, then you are bumpable. This means the seller may continue to receive offers, and if they get one that they like, they can give you a bump notice where you have 5 days to remove the sale of property contingency or you lose the house. If you're using the home sale contingency, navigating the simultaneous close is going to require a lot of communication and attention to details. Your realtor's job here is just going to be harder, but this is a task that an experienced broker can do in their sleep. Your realtor's negotiations are going to be super important during this process because there is a lot more on the line than just money. There may be no roof over your head. When selling your house, your realtor can help you negotiate a seller occupancy after closing, also known as a rent back. Finding a flexible buyer who is perhaps living with family or in a lease that hasn't ended would be ideal, because then you can simply rent your home back from that person after closing while only covering their mortgage on a prorated basis. Tip number 4, you're going to hate it. Be open to moving twice. Are you worried that home sale contingency is going to get in the way? Does the thought of losing that perfect home because another buyer did not have a house to sell make your own heart hurt? Well, then you may just need to put in the extra legwork and make your offer more attractive. Yes, I am talking about moving twice. This step does involve being homeless temporarily, but it will make you more competitive in the market and also secures your down payment, so you know without a shadow of a doubt how much money you have going towards your next house. What if you sell your house for over asking? Your purchase price for your new house may bump up by $20,000. It gives you more buying power. This could be a game changer and make the hassle factor completely worth it. Do you still hate this idea? If you want to be more competitive without being homeless, then let's talk about other options. Tip number 5, qualify for your loan without selling your home. Okay, scaredy pants, you don't want to move twice and you don't want to use the buyer sale of property contingency, so what are your options? First, you could use a cosigner. Do you have somebody who really likes you? Perhaps you have a relative who is willing to be on the loan with you so you can close on your new home prior to selling your current home. You could even sell your current home while you are under contract for your new home, but the purchase is not relying on the sale of the property in order to close. The cosigner does not have to be a relative. It could be anyone you trust who is willing to put themselves out there for you. You can also talk to your trusted local lender about qualifying for the home loan without selling your home. Maybe you want to keep your current home as a rental. Maybe you can do a cash out refi of your current home to take out some equity so you have that cash on hand available for the down payment. Maybe your lender can help you with a home equity line of credit that you could use for the down payment. There are a lot of options here, and if this is the route you want to take, then you should have this important conversation with your lender so you can make an educated decision about what to do. So in summary, yes, you can sell your home and buy a new one. It's just a little bit more complicated. To help you think through this process, I have put together a worksheet of questions, tips, and to-dos for you. Use the link in the description to get your free copy. I am putting out new videos every Thursday, so don't forget to subscribe.